I definitely notice a difference in fullness and pump when I use it. This is actually an interesting, I saw a huge increase in just the way that I felt, my mood and things like that once I started supplementing with vitamin D. Yo! Good morning. I apologize if I look like I just woke up, because I did. But come on in. Why beet juice? I started drinking it about a year ago and noticed that it really helps my digestion. Just feel really good overall when I drink it. Drink this first because then I chase it with the water. And then I usually use like a fiber concoction, so I don't want to drink this too close to that and have that just kind of wash everything out. So I try to make sure this is the first thing I put down when I wake up. This is part of my morning routine as well. I kind of sit down for probably take 15-20 minutes while I drink this bottle of water and I see what's going on the MD forum. One of the things going on the forum right now, a lot of talk, is the unfortunate, the recent passing of Mike Matarazzo. I can't believe it. And maybe the sad or the craziest part is maybe that I can believe it. It's just really sad. It's really sad, and it's scary. It's scary because I'm a bodybuilder, and I think one thing you see on the forum a lot is people trying to justify it. Say, oh well, there was a family history of heart problems, or oh, but it was because of this, or it wasn't the steroids. And I mean, come on, let's be honest. Are they the reason? I don't know, but it's anybody with half a brain has sense enough to know. Okay, those didn't help him out any. His lifestyle, the way he ate, the things he had to do to be competitive as a bodybuilder, probably fast tracked him. You read some of the stuff that Peter McGough wrote, and especially where Mike wouldn't go to contests anymore because he said he was essentially no longer Mike Matarazzo, that people wouldn't want to see him that way. He was really no longer himself. That probably hit me the hardest because one thing I never wanted is bodybuilding to totally define me. If the day came where I said, okay, I'm going to walk away from bodybuilding and pursue something else, that I'm still me. If I'm 40 pounds lighter, that I'm still me. Maybe not to all the bodybuilding fans, because I guess, I don't know. A lot of the stuff you read, and you read a lot of comments, people go, oh, he had such big biceps, he had such big calves. And it's like, the guy died, and that's all you have to say is his biceps and his calves. You would hope that there'd be more than that, and there is a lot more than that with a guy like Mike, because you read, and everybody who had any type of interaction with him said what a tremendous guy he was, what a personality, what a character. And really, I think that's how you want to be thought of. That's how I want to be thought of. So, this is breakfast, kind of a breakfast I've been having for a while. Even at times when I'm eating more food throughout the day, I usually don't go huge with breakfast, only because, I don't usually wake up super hungry. So, as you can see, it's just 6 whole eggs, 4 pieces of toast, and then my vitamins. I don't know what I'm having supplement wise, aside from the phytoform and the leucine and taurine that I already took. These right here, desiccated liver. I'm a big fan of liver in general, just because it's so nutrient dense, so good for building your blood. I definitely notice a difference in fullness and pump when I use it. Extra magnesium, vitamin C. These are both fish oil, evening primrose oil, CLA, ubiquinol, which, if anyone's not familiar, it's just a reduced more bioavailable form of coenzyme Q10. This one is a mineral. Oh, and benfotiamine, which is a patented form of thiamine. Vitamin K, vitamin D. That's it. As you see, a lot of what I take is based around health and wellness because health and wellness is important. But a lot of it's based around cardiovascular support, especially with ubiquinol, the benfotiamine. Definitely important. Vitamin C as well. Vitamin D, I'm huge on. I saw a huge increase in just the way that I felt, my mood and things like that once I started supplementing with vitamin D, and haven't gotten a cold since. This is actually an interesting topic. New thread just started this morning on the forum by Big Dog 123, talking about best supplements for health, asking guys, what do you use? What's part of your daily protocol? And him saying that one of his main concerns are keeping blood pressure in check and heart health and things like that. And for any of you guys who read the forum regularly, you know that Big Mike loves marijuana. And he posted a couple pictures of that. It's something that's of particular interest to me because my father's had cancer now for a few years, and it's come, it's gone, it's come, it's gone, and now it's back again. And you start looking to other things, wondering what may be something that helps in this. I've read a lot of online, people make testimonials saying that they had cancer, they went through chemo, they did this, they did that, they used the oil, and their tumors were gone. Interesting, very interesting. Is it proof? No, not proof, but it is definitely being studied. I've watched a couple shows on it. It's being studied in Israel. It's been being studied there for years and years, using the plant in other ways. So interesting. I think it's ridiculous, to be honest with you, that it's illegal. Again, I don't smoke, but if someone wants to use a plant like marijuana for their personal use because they think it could help them, then I don't know who the government is to tell them that they can't do it, especially in light of the fact that you have things that are proven to cause cancer, to kill you, cigarettes, alcohol. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's a shame. I think it's a joke more than anything else. All right, just gonna get together a couple things, some food to bring with me during the day, and one of the things that's been a huge help and something I would recommend to anybody watching this is a rice cooker. It's awesome. Probably the biggest benefit being that you can load it up the night before, get it set the timer, and it's ready when you wake up in the morning, and it cooks the rice perfectly. Great texture. If you guys have some, whether it's spinach or any type of leafy green, herbs, all you gotta do is chop them up, come down in the morning, throw them in, shut the lid, and it'll kind of steam it. It'll soften them up, mix it in with the rice, and then, when you're ready, just take it and go. This year, one of the things I decided to do, we start a little kind of patio garden back here on my patio. The thought of growing my own, vegetables and things appealed to me because, when you buy things from the grocery store, you don't necessarily know how they were grown, how they've been handled, what they've been sprayed with, or what's been done to them and what's not been done to them. So I decided to grow some of my own stuff, and plus I figured it would be cool, especially for my daughter, to see the process of things growing. I feel like people today are very detached with their food and where it comes from, and they just think of it as a thing rather than a living thing. That's a nice tomato. I could literally sit here, eat that just like that, and have it be great. And there's no, use no pesticides, nothing weird. When I potted the plants, it was just bone meal, which is ground up cattle bones, kelp, like a powdered kelp, seaweed, and some manure. So You know, it's the plants grew like crazy. So 100% organic, all natural, and the fruit, the vegetables that have been coming off it are just awesome. All right, we're here, Restaurant Depot. I don't typically shop at wholesale clubs or really big places, but they do have a really good fish market in this place. I've had some good luck over the past couple weeks, picked up some good stuff. I'm gonna run in, get some stuff for myself and for the family for dinner. So let's go inside and see what we find. Good. Giant bags of carrots. Perfect. It's just what I was looking for. A giant salami. Any of you guys like scallops? One thing you always want to look for, you want dry scallops. The other ones, they got other stuff added to them. If you fry them, they won't crisp up. They get all like gummy. And of course, you want wild. Mussels, get it? That's a pretty nice sized mahi-mahi. That's like 3 whole meals worth. I got some stuff, I got some fish. I'm gonna go home and prep it. I learned last week how to fillet a monkfish. Today I learned how to fillet a grouper. I got a bunch of stuff from the garden. I got some cucumbers. But I got a ton of tomatoes at home that are from the garden. I'm gonna make a nice cucumber and tomato salad. I got the fresh fish. I'll probably make some rice to go with it. You know, I was just talking about this earlier with somebody, and they're asking me if I ever get a sweet tooth. And I was saying not really, because usually one thing I've noticed is that if my nutrition is really good, then I'm eating a lot of nutritionally dense food, which isn't necessarily the same as taking in a lot of macronutrients, carbs, proteins, fats, because you could be doing all that and still not really be eating food that's like super nutritious. But eating a lot of food, definitely a lot of green stuff and a lot of good fats and quality proteins. I definitely noticed I don't really crave a whole lot of things, especially supplementing with beef liver, eating a lot of greens. Don't really, I have occasional like a lollipop or something, but I really don't sit down and eat like a pie or something or crap like that. So I really do think that the better you eat, the less stuff you'll crave. So I don't know. Just eat something different.